Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited. Isis, All That Glitters. The goddess next door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. Recently, a so-called Instagram model and so-called gamer was out here selling her own bathwater for $30 a jar. And this 19-year-old Belle Delphine managed to sell all of her stock of bathwater for $30 a jar to thirsty simps all across the globe. And when I take a critical examination of this incident regarding this so-called Instagram model, it shows me how deeply dysfunctional these beta males are out here. Because the only reason why this Belle Delphine went out of her way to sell her own bathwater is because she knew she had a whole host of gullible simps out here who would be willing to not only sacrifice $30 for her bathwater, but they also sacrificed the intangibles of their manhood, such as their dignity and self-respect, when they went out here to place the order for this woman's bathwater. Because when a man goes out here and spends $30 on some water some female sat in to wash herself, it shows that he is washed up as related to the intangible of dignity and self-respect. Because a man who values himself is not going to go out here and buy some woman's used bathwater. A man who has dignity is going to look at that woman and shake his head, because he knows that this woman is doing things to get attention, and not get positive attention, but go out here and get attention because she is insecure, she has low self-esteem, and because she has low self-esteem, she has to go out here and pull stunts like selling her bathwater to get people to pay attention to her, just like those females who are out here licking ice cream inside of a container and putting it back on the shelf. These are low seed females, and these low seed females, they need to do these attention-seeking stunts like a 2 or a 3-year-old, because they aren't secure in themselves, nor do they have the intelligence to go out here and do something constructive with their life or with their time. And they only want to use these stunts because they know that it's the easiest way to get attention is to do something outrageous, and they want to shock you by pulling these crazy stunts. And because we have a large population of beta males out here, what happens is, because these females pull these stunts, the beta males go out here and, because they're thirsty for female attention and approval, they go out here and they enable the dysfunction inside of these females by going out here and spending $30 on a jar of this woman's bathwater. And by doing that, again, they help this woman continue in her pursuit of attention, reinforcing the idea in her mind that it is okay for me to go out here and seek this negative attention because I'm getting some sort of reward for that negative attention. So every one of these Instagram models who go out here and pose for these so-called modeling pictures, every time you give them a like, what you are doing is enabling that woman to remain dysfunctional. And when you go out here and pay $30 for her bathwater, you enable her to continue remaining dysfunctional, and you continue to enable her to continue participating in dysfunctional behavior. Worse, you actually encourage her to actually start escalating her out-of-pocket behavior and continuing to participate in even more outrageous stunts. Because what these people are trying to do is get attention for themselves, because oftentimes they don't know how to get attention in a positive way. And a lot of them also just don't have any talent whatsoever. So what they do is participate in this outrageous behavior to get attention from others. And this woman has gotten 3.8 to 4 million Instagram followers, all by just sitting in a chair pretending to play video games, putting on this pink wig. And like many of these Instagram models, all they do is try to go out here and use these stunts to troll these thirsty men. And these men are not thirsty for the water, they are thirsty for female attention. And that speaks volumes about these beta males and their lack of self-confidence, their lack of self-worth, that they'll go out here and just pay attention to this so-called Instagram model and then go out here and buy her bathwater. So that shows how sad these guys are, because instead of them going out into the real world to deal with real women, they're paying attention to a bimbo who isn't even worth 10 seconds of their time. Because any man with confidence is not even going to be bothering with this woman or her bathwater, nor are they going to be bothering with females on this Instagram, these bimbos who go on here and are so-called models and are only modeling for themselves and ripping you off, whether it be this woman with her bathwater, these models who are taking pictures and selling them to you. This is all a way to make a complete fool out of guys who just don't have the confidence to go out here and get out here and deal with real women and real people. And they'll sit there and they'll spend thousands of dollars on these women when they could have spent nothing and gotten the attention of real women by just being themselves. But the beta male, he doesn't understand this. He'll go out here and he'll try to thinking he's going to get some sort of points with these women, when in actuality these women are actually laughing at them and calling them complete fools. And the reason why they are calling them fools is because these guys are so stupid that they're out here spending $30 on this woman's bathwater and going out here and paying even more for other things like their pictures or other things, when they could actually have that money in their pocket, go out here, use that money to build, use that money to start and create businesses, and use that money to move themselves forward. Instead, what these guys do, because they're so low self-esteem, what they do is make this woman richer at their expense, and they don't understand how that makes them look like a complete chump out here. Because a guy who has self-confidence, he's not going to be on some so-called model's Instagram page simping. What he's going to do is pick up my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, and learn how to deal with women in the real world, and stop looking at pictures of these Instagram models and look for opportunities to have relationships with real people. If you want to learn more about the behaviors of simps like this, you can pick up my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. And if you want to learn more about the dysfunctional behaviors of guys who go out here and spend $30 on bathwater, you can pick up my book, The Man Crisis, in paperback and Kindle formats, and at Smashwords and the iBookstore. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, Isis, All That Glitters. The goddess next door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today.